You're not gonna like this, but if you stay till the end of this video, you'll understand the one brutal truth that makes 95.7% of women find you absolutely irresistible. It's not your looks, it's not your money, it's not your car, your abs, or your cologne. It's something deeper, something most guys never learn, and even fewer master. And once you get it, really get it, you'll stop chasing women, because they'll start chasing you. Let's break it down. Let me tell you a quick story. There was this guy named Leo, average dude, nothing fancy, no six-pack, didn't own a yacht, but somehow, every time he walked into a room, women noticed. And not just noticed, they wanted him. Now here's the twist. Leo didn't flirt. He didn't show off. He didn't even try. He had what I call the brutal truth advantage. What's that? Here it is. The brutal truth is this. Most women are not attracted to nice guys. They're attracted to emotionally grounded men who don't need them. Let that sink in. Because the key word here is need. You might be thinking, wait, what? I thought women like when a guy is caring, loving, sweet. Yes, they do. But only after they feel attracted. And attraction doesn't come from being sweet. It comes from being centered. Imagine a guy texting a girl 24/7. Hey, beautiful. Good morning. Did you eat lunch? Are you okay? You didn't reply for 6 minutes. Now, how do you think that looks? It's like a puppy chasing after someone holding a steak. Cute, maybe. Irresistible, nope. Now imagine this instead. Same girl texts a guy. He replies when he gets time. Not rude, just calm, unbothered, confident, focused. That is attractive. Because the message he sends is loud and clear. You're not the center of my world, I am. And that is what 95.7% of women are drawn to, whether they admit it or not. Let's pause here. You ever notice how women often chase the guy who treats them like he could walk away any second? The guy who doesn't blow up her phone, the guy who seems totally fine without her, the guy who might even forget she exists for a few hours. Is he playing games? Not necessarily. He just has something better to do than worship someone he barely knows. And that's the brutal truth. Women don't fall for the guy who gives them everything. They fall for the guy who doesn't give them his soul on a silver plate. Not because he's cold, but because he values himself first. Let me ask you this. What happens when something is too easy to get? You lose interest, right? Now flip that. What happens when something is rare, mysterious, and just out of reach? You crave it. And women are no different. That's why the man who isn't always available, who isn't emotionally needy, who isn't bending over backwards to be liked, he becomes the rare prize. He becomes irresistible. Because he has one thing that can't be faked: self-worth. Here's a simple example. 2 guys walk into a party. One is trying so hard, laughing loud, complimenting every girl, trying to impress. The other guy, he just walks in, grabs a drink, says hi to a few people, and chills. Now watch what happens. The first guy gets ignored. The second guy, people start noticing him, girls glance over. Some even walk up and say hi. Why? Because he's not performing. He's just being. He's comfortable in his own skin. And that is magnetic. Look, this doesn't mean you become cold or arrogant. It means you stop chasing validation. You stop thinking a woman's attention means you're winning. You stop thinking you need to impress her. And instead, you become someone who's already fulfilled. That's when women feel drawn to you like bees to honey. Because here's another brutal truth. Women don't want to be your purpose. They want to be part of your world, not the whole thing. Let me say that again. A woman wants to join your life, not become your life. So if you don't have a life, if your time, energy, and confidence revolve around her, she'll feel it and she'll pull away. But if you're focused on your goals, your peace, your mission, you become a man she respects and wants to be close to. That's why when Leo walked into a room, women noticed. Not because he was flashy, but because he didn't need their attention. He was already full. And people who are full don't beg for crumbs. Now you might be thinking, Jay, okay, this makes sense, but what do I do now? Good question. Let's break it down into 3 simple shifts. Ready? 1. Detach from outcomes. Stop obsessing over whether she likes you. Instead, ask yourself, do I even like her? Not just her looks. Is she kind? Does she bring peace or chaos? This flips the power dynamic, because now you're the chooser. And women respect men who value their own standards. 2. Build your life like she doesn't exist. Work on your body, learn something new, start that side hustle. Go out with friends, not to impress her, but because you're worth it. When your life is full, you don't get attached to someone too quickly. And that energy is powerful, because women feel when you're not waiting for them to make you happy. 3. Give your attention like it's gold. Most guys give their attention for free. They're always available, always texting, always liking every photo. Don't do that. Give your attention slowly, sparingly, to those who earn it. Because when something is rare, it's valued. Make her wonder what you're up to. Make her earn your time, not by playing games, but by not throwing your soul on the table before you even know her. Now, here's where things get deep. This brutal truth, it doesn't just make you attractive to women, it makes you attractive to life. Because when you stop chasing, when you start focusing on becoming the man you admire, everything changes. Opportunities show up. People respect you more, and yes, women begin to feel that pull toward you. Because confidence isn't shouting, it's quiet, still, and sure of itself, like a lion who doesn't need to roar to remind people he's a lion. Let me leave you with this. Most men live their lives trying to be liked, but the men who are irresistible, they live their lives trying to be respected by themselves first. They're not afraid to walk away. They're not afraid of silence. They don't need approval. They're full. And ironically, that's exactly why women want to give them everything. Because nothing is more attractive than a man who doesn't need you, but chooses you anyway. So remember, don't chase her. Chase becoming so solid within yourself that she feels it before you even say a word. That's the brutal truth. And that's how 95.7% of women become drawn to you, without even knowing why. See you in the next one.